This week on What the Heck, we check in with Tyler, talk about what the heck we'd do if sports didn't exist, and revisit everybody's favorite game, Creepy Craigslist. Crack a cold one, kick your feet up, and enjoy the show. Good evening, and welcome to episode 11 of What the Heck. I'm Collin Frederick, here with Jake Reese and Tyler Heck. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Well, it's raining.
Yeah, that's right.
It's been a while, I think. I don't know.
It feels like it's
actually
not.
was
It feels like it's been
wondering
a week.
lot. Feels like it's raining
Well,
a lot
okay, but-
last week.
Things are
this.
soggy.
No, not the last couple days.
No. Okay, it's been for like a few days. Last
but it's
week,
been
though,
hot.
was rainy.
It's been hot.
It's also been cooler, I think, than it was last week.
Yeah.
It feels like last
Well,
week was
last
both
week was-
rainier and hotter than we're
I
dealing
don't
with right
remember
now.
much rain. I remember it being hot. I remember a little bit of rain.
There
but
was
I
like
also,
a terrible downpour on Thursday night for sure, because that's when I was trying to leave town, and it was dumping.
I might have been asleep.
Yeah, we got rained out of
Taking a
softball, and I was coming home worrying about all the outside things
It's
that
best
were
to
going to
not
get destroyed.
It's best to not worry. Life's too short.
I agree.
Look, I just inspired Jake. It changed his life.
I'm going to write that down so I can keep it for future reference.
Life's too short to worry about outside things. So last week we talked about quarantine houses because they're probably going to lock us all back up in our homes soon. And Mr. Tyler Heck seemed to have the most popular option. Although I have to say, I think Dwight would drive me nuts after like a relatively short time.
I think so, too.
Like,
It depends
yeah.
on the quarantine. If we're talking like 4 weeks, I could probably deal. But if we're talking like 8,
Even 4.
man.
Like I think it would be fun for like a little while, and then I'd be like, somebody kill this guy.
Like, dude, shut up.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't disagree because I thought about this after talking about it a little bit and just thinking it through. I also think he'd get on my nerves a little bit more. But I also picture that we're just in like this huge mansion, so
Oh, no.
I
No,
can
no,
just
no.
get away from him.
You're in the podcast studio.
Oh well, then he's gonna be murdered by somebody.
Yeah, I don't know. Tyler won. Jake did not win because nobody knows who Hank, what's his name? Hank?
I got 2 votes.
Is it Hank or Frank?
It's
I don't
Hank.
even know his name.
Hank Voigt.
Frank Voigt.
People
Hank
know who he is.
Literally just you and your brother.
And Ben Haberlin. Thank you, Ben, for your support.
Ben doesn't
He
know
looks
anything.
like a homeless dude
Yeah,
right
have you
now.
seen Ben's hair?
Hey, I love Ben. And his hair and his beard.
What? No one loves his hair.
Or his beard.
His wife
said
does.
He said, debatable. We can ask Sam about that. I'll see her actually this weekend. I'll hit her up about that and see what she's thinking. But no, so Tyler's the big winner. I don't have a prize for you, but
You know, I'm not
Congrats.
gonna lie. It doesn't feel any different than I did a couple days ago when I didn't win this. I mean, it feels good, but
wow.
like nothing. I don't think it's gonna change.
Is that?
I don't know.
Change my
Aren't we
mind.
Yeah,
modest?
no, winning's not even a thing. I don't care. I
He
win-
probably just did it to have fun.
What is winning
Yeah,
right now?
We should all get a ribbon that says we all
No,
participated.
Way to go. We all tried our hardest.
Come on. I just don't know what winning is anymore. There's nothing out there that you can actually win at this point.
God,
Play
you
the
know,
lottery, my man.
which
Play
brings
the
us to-
lottery.
I am.
Which brings us to one of our topics this evening. What would we do if there weren't sports? What's winning? Who do we cheer for? But we're going to talk about that after Tyler talks about some mystery topic, and we're also going to talk about that before we get back into the wonderful world of Creepy Craigslist, back by popular demand, and because I missed it. Except, no, I'll get into it later. I'll make you wait. In
I've been
suspense.
working on my accents, so whatever ones I have, I'm going to read like
No,
a madman. It's going to be awesome.
It is going to be nice tonight, and there's a special twist on it for some of our listeners, our
I love
fans.
twists,
Twist ice cream in an Astro form with
but
2
not the
toppings.
Collin Frederick special.
Yeah,
'cause
no.
that's unknown.
Yeah,
That's-
Tyler's parents went to the Sharon ice cream shop and asked for the Collin special, and they were like, "What?"
That's such a disappointment.
Granted, like I don't
Like-
think that I'm really probably that well known. It's not. I don't think it has anything to do with me.
You
It
haven't
only-
reached legendary status in Sharon yet.
No. It only
Oh.
has to do with I think probably my frequency at the Sharon ice cream shop.
So since you're a regular there, though, they should know you.
They probably should, and I've been literally getting the same thing for 20 years.
What you need to do is take an 8x10 picture of yourself framed and take it in and tell them that they can put it up, and you can be the customer
Sign
of,
it, too.
of the year.
Yep.
Of the lifetime.
forever.
What we could also do is if we get enough donations from our fans, we could buy it and put up a picture of all three of us.
The What the Heck ice cream shop.
What the heck?
Wouldn't that be awesome?
We're also accepting name ideas because, we're still in the brainstorming stage of that endeavor. I think it has a lot of promise.
It's branding. It's all about branding.
It's all about branding, which I've branded some things, which Tyler would rather brand himself. I also had been meaning to talk to you about that. What? You were so set on having to brand yourself like 12 times.
What was that up against, though? I don't even
Pulling
remember.
your own tooth out?
Yeah.
No, I
Okay.
say branding?
Yes.
Yeah.
You said you'd rather... No,
No,
you,
I
no,
was
you
the
said-
pull of the
against
teeth.
it.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. Because you were
Because
saying
you were
branding's-
afraid
I'd
you'd have
rather
to
pull
brand
my
yourself multiple times.
But that's
Yeah.
why
Just stick
that's
it
why I was
once
so
and done.
confused. Like, who cares what it looks like? That's not the punishment. You don't have to be like, no, you need a perfectly legible brand. I just need
but-
to just poke yourself with a hot thing.
You just
Pulling
put
my
your leg
tooth-
out like this
Stop.
and go.
Stop.
And it's
Pulling
done.
my tooth out, I can take as long as I want.
It
That
hurts
doesn't
longer
It's
though.
horrible.
You get the branding done in like 5
You're not gonna
seconds and
change
you're
my
done.
mind.
Right.
And then you throw a bag of ice on it and you're branded, but it doesn't hurt anymore.
One, you burnt yourself. You don't throw ice on a burn. Come on.
To take the swelling away.
No, if you burn your hands, you don't put your hands under cold water.
Yes,
gotta
you
put
do.
It, no,
Yeah,
you
you
put it under
do.
warm water and you slowly change it. Okay, you guys obviously don't know about this.
Okay, but I also do know that you don't have to brand yourself 12 times and that teeth pain is the worst.
Here's the thing about the branding, and maybe people will agree with me and maybe not because they haven't seen
No
it.
one agrees.
Okay, there was a Jackass movie out there where
Okay.
they branded Bam's ass.
Yep.
Okay,
Sorry, please
Except
don't use that
that-
kind of language. I'd like you to use his real name, not Bam.
his name is Bam. Bam Margera.
Sorry.
They
that's
brand him,
offensive.
and they have to do it so many times because you're getting branded, and it doesn't stick right. So you only get half the brand. So the way I took
Who
it was, it's not
cares?
going to be so I can just put it on and be done in
Yep.
half a second.
Yes. No, not a half second. Like long enough to brand something appropriate.
Even
Okay,
a half
see,
a
that's the
brand is a
problem.
brand.
But you don't have to brand yourself 20 different times.
Okay, I took it as if I don't get the full brand right away, I'm going to have to do it again.
You read into
I
it
hope
too
that
much.
tomorrow you wake up and you cook up some Eggo waffles and you bite down. You're enjoying them. Things are going well. You're cutting them in a weird way like me. And then you bite down just like on the very tip of your fork and watch it ruin your entire day. Because I'm telling you,
Tooth pain hurts.
tooth pain, it doesn't just hurt though.
I've
Like
had
it makes you
tooth pain.
feel
It gets
like
to the core of your body.
your entire nervous system shuts down. It's horrifying.
I don't disagree. I'd
It
rather
seems
have
like
that
you're
pain.
disagreeing.
I'd rather
Sounds
have
like it.
that
Than a
pain over
burn?
the branding pain.
You're insane.
I'm sorry.
I've heard enough of you talking, but yet I need to hear more. Tyler, what the heck?
All right, so we've talked about a lot of different things. I brought up a lot of different topics. We've done a lot of lately, like comedy, fun. We've done some sports. So I'm going to change it. We're going to take a little dark turn here.
Are you getting serious
Okay?
on us?
No,
Serious.
not serious, but we're getting dark.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
of the
see,
dark.
that's what we're going for. Okay, I want to know. Do
Yeah, the beers are not as. We're drinking out of bottles tonight, so
there's a couple cans coming out in a little bit. Are you guys fans of like horror films?
I'm sorry. What?
That's a negative here.
No horror.
Jake's a
films?
scaredy little lady. Yeah, I like him. I
Okay.
dig it.
So maybe you won't have an answer then for this, Jake. But is there a movie or a series, horror film series that you're like, that's your go-to? Just what's your favorite? Maybe it's just a character. Who's your favorite? Fake serial killer, or maybe real serial killer if you want to be really weird, I guess. But is there a movie or a series out there that you're just like, yeah, that's top notch for me?
Well, Jake's scared of things like what was that one show? Dragon Tales,
Kittens.
kittens,
Sometimes Blue's Clues because I didn't know the answers.
and because they keep changing the guy and I can't
Right.
keep up.
disappointing.
Those are some tough clues you got to find though.
What do you think, Mr. Reese?
I really don't have an answer because I'm not
You watch so little.
I'm not I'm not opposed to scary movies, and it's not like I cry at night or like have nightmares.
Seems like you might.
I
Also,
just,
like
however,
you are with hot food. Hot food and scary movies.
Just spicy food, not hot. Spicy. There's a
You're
difference.
That's what I mean.
Temperature.
Well, there's a difference.
Why would
Hot
anyone
coming
be
out of the
like-
microwave. Corn can be hot coming out of the bowl, out of the pan you boil it in, but it's not spicy. Two different things.
That is the dumbest thing
No,
ever.
I'm right.
Who-
You know you're
no,
wrong.
But like, who in the world is like, oh yeah, no, I don't care for hot things, and someone else assumes that you're just talking about the temperature. Great, no one wants to burn their mouth. I understand.
Well,
No one
Gotta
does.
clarify.
You just need to clarify.
Dumb.
but no one
This
wants
is
to
dumb.
eat
Dumb.
cold food
Dumb.
either. That's why you
Dumb.
make it hot.
Sometimes you do. Pizza.
Better hot than cold.
Disagree.
I like it cold, but I like it better when it's warm.
So
hot.
Jake's a weenie, and he
We're getting
doesn't like
real off
scary
topic
movies.
here.
I'm going
or
back
spicy
to my
things.
answer is I don't really have a series. You know, I watch scary movies here and there, but nothing is like, oh, I'm going to watch that over and over again. I don't really have a go-to or anything that I'm a big fan or follower of. So, Colin, throwing the ball back to you.
My thing with scary movies is if something's going to be spooky to me, it tends to be more on the like paranormal side of things, because in my brain, I at least have a fighting chance against like another human trying to kill me. You know? I especially have a great chance against probably like a doll. You know?
I don't know. Chucky's pretty badass.
Seems like
They
he
made
might
what,
not be.
9 movies?
How many guys and girls did he kill and nobody could stop him?
Well, seems like they should have probably tried a little harder.
Just saying.
A little gasoline and fire on a little wood doll.
Didn't they do that in
Toast.
one of them? They burned him.
Don't know. I didn't waste my time with those dumb films. No one's getting killed by a toy.
They are on the films you should watch.
Not interested, thank you. But, you know, the paranormal stuff is one of those where, like, I can't objectively tell you or myself that, like, it's not real.
So you're afraid of ghosts?
No, like, you can ask Katie, like, I really don't buy into it. She, like, her family, I think we've talked before, is full of spooky ladies. Like, they're all spooky. And they do weird stuff, and they go to cemeteries in the middle of the night, and the witching hour, and all of this stuff.
That's awesome.
I couldn't tell. Like, I would be so mad if you woke me up at 3 a.m. and we're like, oh, we're going to go walk around in the cemetery.
Mad
What
or
if you-
scared?
No,
What if
mad. Like,
you-
why am I awake at this time to go trespass in the dark?
Cemeteries are public property. It's fine.
What if you knew ahead of time that you were going to do this?
Yeah.
Still be pissed.
What if
What
you
if you
just stayed
stayed
up all night? Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Like,
We don't have any here.
I don't know. It just is like, it doesn't interest me. I'm not, like, some people are like, oh man, we're going to record some stuff and we're going to get sounds and there's the flash of light. And, like, I just am so, like, lukewarm, disinterested in the entire experience that I don't think it's worth getting out of bed for. But anyway, like, that stuff I, like, certainly stuff happens sometimes that I can't explain. Shows gives me a hard time because I'm like a very logical thinker, so like I have an explanation for everything. Like, oh, why is the dog barking? Because there's a bug over there. I just saw it. Like, whatever. But I guess like if there's a kind of movie that like is creepy to me, it's that versus like slasher films because I'm like, why doesn't someone just shoot the guy? You know?
Why are y'all running back into the old barn that you just ran out of?
Yeah,
Get in the
don't
car and drive away.
Don't do dumb stuff. Do you like that one commercial? Why are we hiding behind?
Why are we hiding behind the chainsaws?
All right, I'm glad you brought that up because that's actually what got me thinking about this because the last couple weeks I've watched like the first 4 Paranormal Activity movies.
Those are classic. The Conjuring. That's another like
That's
little
also
series.
like those are probably like that part of the genre is probably my favorite.
That's one of my fonder memories with you was when we went and got Taco Bell, ate it in the parking lot of Kip and Deb's, because there was an event going on inside that we
We were
felt
gonna go,
inappropriate
right.
for like going in. It was like a memorial service.
And you didn't want to eat your Taco Bell in their
No.
memorial service?
So we were out in the parking lot eating Taco Bell. Then we drove home, drove past the cemetery that looked real spooky. I told the story about Katie's family being full of spooky ladies, and then we went to Jeter's and watched The Conjuring.
Yeah, that was I started watching it at like 1:30 in the morning. It was so late. But yeah, I think those are like my favorite subcategory of horror film, like just the paranormal stuff, because you can't explain it, and that's probably the scariest. But I think my favorite series that I might start rewatching soon is like the Saw movies,
Sure.
just because they're so messed up.
Yeah.
Like the situations that this guy thinks of.
Mhm.
If you haven't watched these movies, I won't give much away, but he just finds people that he wants to try and save who are not great people, and he gives them a choice, and they can either pretty much really injure themselves to get out of the situation, or they just die. But there's also like 9 of those movies. I haven't
Yeah.
seen the last
Those
2,
ones
I
are
don't
pretty
think.
messed up.
But yeah, those are definitely screwed up. But I don't know why I like them either, because there are definitely parts where I still like, I gotta turn away, I won't watch it, but I still hear it and I'm like, oh, that just sounds
Oh, so like,
bad.
do you turn away from the gory stuff?
Only in like those movies, because I know it's coming and I've already seen it and I don't want to see it again.
Sure.
Like there's one, I'll give this part away. There's one where they have to like stick their hands down a saw, like a bandsaw, and cut like all the way up their arm. And I'm good with just listening to that. I don't need to watch it and all that. I don't need to see it again.
I'd like to take this time to recommend that you all watch Midsummer. And since none of you will, because it's terrible, I can just tell you that it's like horribly gory. Just,
What is this?
it's called Midsummer. Midsommar.
Okay.
Basically, the general synopsis is this group of people, Americans, end up in like some foreign land in this weird cult, like for some festival, and they're trying to write a paper about it or something, and then learn like how messed up things really are. And I watched it because like I had seen some commercials and reviews and like super positive reviews, and it was in October actually, and you know, hashtag spooky season, so you gotta watch spooky films. So it was Katie and I, my brother Tyler, and my parents at my parents, and I don't remember what situation it was that was the grouping, but we watched it, and it was just like the whole thing was just like one car accident after another. Like you just could not look away, but it was so horribly terrible and unsettling.
Kind of like Eurovision?
No.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
I've
You
heard
wasted
great
2 hours
things
and
about that
3
movie.
minutes of my life.
We're all moving to
I will never
Husavik.
get it back.
No. Everyone watch
I think I'm
Midsummer.
gonna watch that.
And
then
don't watch
and
Eurovision.
watch that immediately after.
And then
There's a connection.
kill yourself.
You actually, Eurovision actually would be like a good palate cleanser after you watch Midsummer, because you need something. Because it's one of those movies where you like finish it and then you just kind of sit there in silence for a while, like, what the hell?
Is
did I
that a
just
movie
watch?
that you should
Eurovision?
watch with people, or like?
Eurovision?
No, not Eurovision. I'm definitely watching that at some point.
Yeah.
This Midsummer. Is this
Probably,
something I should
'cause
not
then you-
watch alone? Or
Either
you
way,
think
I
I'll
think
be
it's
okay?
more fun with people, because then you can look at each other and
Well,
be
your
like,
sister's coming down, so your sister, your mom, dad, you.
I
Sounds
don't
like a
think
family movie
anyone
night.
else in my family likes this kind of stuff.
well,
I could
same,
be wrong, but
same. My family like actively dislikes horror films, and we were all like, "What?
What is going on?
how did you convince them to watch it then? if they don't
Because
like
I didn't know anything about it. I only knew that like it was supposed to be good and it won some awards, and we put it
You
on.
didn't
and we're
know
like,
it was like a blood gory, horrible
no, I
movie?
had no idea. All right, I'll spoil just one scene. Apparently, in this cult, when you get old, you have to kill yourself.
Sounds logical.
Okay, so they've got these two
Take the
old
burden
people,
off everybody else.
a man and a woman, but you have to do it in like this big like ceremony. So everybody's like out standing and watching, and they walk up on this cliff and they just jump off onto this like big round rock on the ground. Okay, Okay, but it like shows you like their head like.
Nice.
But one of the two, I don't remember which one, missed the rock on their jump. So then they just like broke their legs all to hell in a real bad way. So then they came and just squashed his head with a giant wooden mallet like it was some kind of cartoon, but it was very much not a cartoon, and it was horrible. But if that sounds good to you, please go watch Midsummer.
I'll have to check that one out.
Yeah, it's
And then watch Eurovision.
Yeah, Eurovision's worth your time. 5 out of 5.
Jake loved it. You can see it on his
Volcano
face.
Man. So good. But anyway, when you're done watching Midsummer, actually no, you're going to have to continue watching it because all of a sudden you find yourself in this horrible world where there's no sports. What would you do if, like, all of a sudden they were like, yeah, coronavirus, nothing's ever coming back?
I'm not sure it's worth living for.
So in this scenario, we've already like seen sports.
Yes, we know they exist. Like
they're
right
just
now,
gone.
literally, COVID causes things to just be
Done forever.
permanently canceled.
I don't think I can handle it.
What?
I don't know what I'd do. Well, okay, let's see. The last 4 months. I mean, I guess I've watched some playback stuff of different sports, but
That's banned.
There'd
Oh,
be
they're
no reruns
God.
or
Nope.
classic.
actually, at
Not
this point, I've
games.
already seen all of them anyway that I want to watch.
Sure,
at
that's
least
probably
once.
true.
Would they come
So-
into my home and confiscate like DVDs and movies I have?
Yes.
Does this take away all the sports movies?
No.
Okay.
Then I would watch sports movies like
I would
one
be
after
all up
another.
on the sports movies.
Okay, then yes.
Literally every one I ever created.
Honestly, I don't know if I could handle. I don't know how
I would
long
get rid
I
of
could go.
TVs in my house
Yeah, it would.
because
I'd be reading a lot.
more than 50%.
You'd have to read because you
Yeah.
can't go
No.
outside. You can't golf. You can't
Oh
go.
my gosh!
You
this is-
can't
Wait,
go
you didn't
toss
say
the
we
ball
couldn't
around.
play sports?
Yes. No, sports are gone.
Like
even like
Yeah,
if
you can't even
I
participate.
Correct.
I can't come to your house. We can't throw a football. around?
Correct. Because that's going to spread COVID or something. Sports are gone.
I would
So they're
probably
just
Sports
gone.
used to exist,
Got it.
and they
I
no
would
longer
have
exist.
lots of bonfires
Oh, man.
and drink a lot.
Probably. You'd have
What
to.
else would there be to do?
That would be it.
Is bags gone?
The sport's gone.
Sports.
Is that a sport?
Yeah, dude, you can watch on ESPN
Yeah,
the
you sure
champions.
can.
You've
You
never
can watch
seen
a
the
lot on
cornhole
ESPN.
championships.
Yeah, that's one of the few things I have.
They wear masks. They
Also,
wear masks and
they-
play for the
they do.
title.
Can I tell you guys about cornhole? I was lucky enough to be paired up with my brother Travis this weekend.
Is he any good? He carried you, didn't he?
No, not necessarily. I actually felt like I was really pulling my weight. I'm not going to say I carried the team. I think that it was an equal distribution.
A good split.
But we played some good bags, and we didn't lose one time. We played over and over and over
Isn't
and over
that a
and
great
over and over.
feeling?
There was one series, we were playing best 2 of 3. There was one series that we won 42-2.
Yikes!
They scored 2 in the last game. Like I was like, and that
We're
that
going
was,
for a double shutout.
that was such a deflating turn.
What a letdown that would be.
All it takes is one bad throw, you know. But yeah, so if you guys want to, let's have in a world
What
where
the
we
Heck
can have
Bags
sports.
tournament.
What the heck sponsored bags tournament? We can record an episode live while people are chucking the sacks, and then we can all just hang out and drink beer and throw bags.
I'm in.
Yep.
That actually would be. I'm on it. I'll see you guys soon.
We need to find some custom bags, like bag boards.
Just orange and white bags.
We gotta get the logo.
Yeah, you gotta get the.
We
logo.
get the logo on the board, and you
Right,
throw
that's fine.
orange and white bags.
for sure.
Yeah.
The white bags would get so dirty,
Well, yeah.
but we
Maybe
still
we
have
get, like
to.
silver bags then.
That'd be fine. We made my bag set, and we made it like to American Cornhole Association specs. Like, it has to be semi-gloss paint, and you
Yes.
have to use this, and the bags have to weigh exactly this much, and use this product, and it's intense. So it's gonna be a very regulation run tournament.
So start finding your partners out there.
Yeah,
Get
start
ready.
thinking about it. But anyway, back to a world without them.
I'm not lying. I probably would get rid of TVs in my home because the large majority of my TV watching are sports events of some sort.
Can you
And
imagine if they still had to put on Sports Center Like they were required to.
What would they do?
They would just be like,
They
weeping.
couldn't even
They would
call
just
it
sit there
Sports Center.
They
and
couldn't.
weep.
Sports are no longer. They'd
Just
have to
center.
call
Call
it
it
Center TV.
Just
Center News.
There's not anyone tuning into that.
Nope. They would all lose their jobs, and that's going belly up big time.
I'd like to take a few steps back. How would that? What if, you're in high school right now, and say this COVID thing goes on for 4 years, and you've played 0 snaps of high school football or 0 innings of baseball or whatever it is that you're doing.
Or 0 seconds of a wrestling match. Got it.
I don't know why anyone would do that. It's not hard for me to imagine not having wrestled.
It should be.
But you did. So
It was an integral part of your life.
Yeah, it is, because it ruined my baseball career, and also I now can't hold a phone with my right hand for more than 12 seconds.
That's debatable. But anyway.
Still can't wait to have Matt come on and talk about that.
I'm excited for that too.
Like we talked before, just about this particular situation, and for some kids, sports are the reason that they want to get up and go to school.
Right.
Now everybody just has to join the knitting club.
I bet there'd be a lot more.
Knitters.
Well, knitters,
There'd be a lot
but
more band and drama
music
and art club. And
probably.
because there's not much else.
the play would get twice as big. Because
You'd join
everybody-
drama just in hopes that they did High School Musical, so you'd see a
You-
basketball.
Do you think kids' grades would go up or down?
Down. Because we're all coaches here, right? We all know that especially Tyler is the only head coach of the group. You see the kids' grades.
Yeah.
And you see them out of season. As a head wrestling coach, when wrestling's over, a lot of those kids are ineligible. Their grades go instantly down.
Yep.
So if you tell them no sports, what are they working for? Like you said,
College.
their sport gets them up in the morning. No, there's a large portion of kids that
and that's
college is not for them. It's
it
not
would
for
come
everybody.
down to how are they prepared going into so many of these kids that play sports, they're prepared for high school sports.
So do you
And
think
everything is
at what point do you think, so if sports stop now, how many years does it take before the kids that get to high school are like, all right, there's no sports, so I got to join the quilting club and FFA and do my schoolwork?
I think it would take a minimum of 6 years. Like this,
I don't
I
think
would
it would take
say
that long.
I don't think, looking at the 7th grade group, like Carter's group,
If my
I
son
think they would struggle.
If my son was told right now today there's no more sports, you can't ever play sports again, and they're banned and outlawed everywhere in the world, by the time he got to high school, he would be in
He'd figure it
band,
out.
he would be in drama, he would join other things because he's active. So he's
gotta
just
do
not one that's
something.
going to sit around and jaw jack and do nothing. So he would find something to do fairly quickly.
I think to get the majority of there's
Maybe-
I think there'd be a few that they'd be able to handle it because they are involved or would be involved in other things. I just think to get a majority of kids to that point where, hey, yeah, this isn't an option. You got to find something else. I think it would take a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple years. I'd go maybe 2 or 3. I don't think it would go much past that, because then once the wave goes through and you get kids younger than even that start to go, well, there's no sports or nothing else to do, I might as well. There'd probably be more band and choir and drama and things at all ages because there's nothing else for them to do. So
Follow-up question, do you think less people get shoved in lockers? I realize that's not really a thing that happens anymore because now bullying's such a
yeah, it doesn't happen.
But but I guess the real question I'm asking is then how does it affect social norms? If all of a sudden the whole jock category, which every single high school ever has, and there's a very specific persona, what happens if that little group is eliminated from a social scene altogether?
I don't think it gets eliminated.
Explain.
The first rule about sports club is you don't talk about sports club.
Oh no, all the balls have been vaporized.
I think a different group would kind of step up.
I was
to
gonna
that
say
role.
somebody's got to
Yeah,
be that.
I don't know who it would be, but some group, and it might not be, it might be more based on the area you're in. You know,
That's
like
true.
like the jock. That's kind of everywhere. Like they have that same kind of persona. I think it might be different if
Like
you go
more
to different places.
Like maybe you could get into some more like socioeconomic kind of.
yeah.
Probably.
But I think some.
I'm still
group
going
would
with
always
sports club.
step up.
Somehow they're gonna find a way to run like a speakeasy sports club where
It'd be like playing classroom basketball.
kids
with
get
rolled
together.
up paper.
There'll
Kids
be a
get
fight
together
club somewhere.
in an old abandoned warehouse, and they roll up
Are you talking about the prom at Footloose?
their homework assignments into ball-shaped items, and they throw them around, or they hit them with a stick they find out in the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
yard.
they
and
can go pick up a rock and play some handball.
And then all of a sudden things go like way back to prehistoric times.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah. No, I think there's some group would step up and
It'd be like
kind
the
of
tech
take
ed
on- it may
kids,
not be
like
as
the
bad.
welders and auto shop kids,
Probably they're like the badasses
like
of the building.
like
man.
the greasers.
the outsiders. That's where they are.
My final question then is, like, how different would your childhood have been without the influence of athletics?
Oh my gosh!
Entirely, right?
Right. Yeah.
180
How many
degree opposite
different
turn.
sports? How many? You don't even have to. This might be a rhetorical question, but between the three of us, how many hours of sports up through our high school graduation do you think we put in? Just
Thousands
not even
and thousands.
Not even the
Yeah.
work, like in the weight, like just playing
Thousands
baseball,
and thousands.
football, all that. How many
Right.
hours?
Because as a
Baseball in the
kid-
yard, football at the park.
Yeah, because I played just about everything. Like I literally played youth soccer. I played football. I played baseball. I played basketball. I wrestled. I ran track. You know, on top of gaki, which is still a very popular sport in the Reese family. I don't know. My life would be completely different because my dad was a coach. My two older brothers were sports athletes that did all those things that, like, even when I was like 6, that's what
And
I was
right.
expected to
And
do. I went
especially-
along to go watch that stuff.
Especially growing up, like you see the people that aren't necessarily athletes, you know, still playing sports, whether they're playing football at recess or,
Right.
you know, like I think back to like the Sharon Hawk 6th grade basketball team. Probably 2 of those kids ever touched a ball of any kind in high school. You know, like you just do it because
Right.
you're a kid and you
Yep.
do sports ball.
It would change so much.
That would be horrible. I
You
can't
You know,
imagine.
and I
Yeah.
honestly like.
You would sell so much less shout at the grocery stores because no one would have any
Shout
grass.
wouldn't even exist.
No one
I'd
would have
go a
grass
step
stains.
further and say that society would be worse off because a lot of your, you know, teamwork and work ethic and responsibility and those things are developed through your sports.
Leadership.
Yeah. So I mean, with you eliminate that, there's no sports. Like, you know, Collin, you have your first daughter next year, and sports are eliminated. And
I'd like to clear a few things up.
A few.
1,
late next year.
there will
So
be no children next year. 2, there will be no daughters ever at any point.
But if you know, a kid that's born now doesn't have sports of some kind in their life at some ages, right? Because we all know kids that we grew up with that they played, you know, youth soccer for 1 year and decided they weren't ever going to play sports again, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they still learned about teamwork and some work ethic things and some, you know.
Not crying.
I do have one follow-up
I just
when
think
you're done.
society would be worse off because we'd have a lot less leaders. We've had a lot less hard workers. We've had a lot less entrepreneurs because I think a lot of entrepreneurs have a sports background of some sort.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it'd be a huge blow to society as a whole.
What? Would there be no gym class?
Nope.
Like there
There
would
could
have to
be.
not be it run, right?
You could like.
There's no sports.
you
There's
could,
no
like-
gym.
You could like run around.
That's a sport. That's cross country.
Yeah,
or
duh.
track. Can't do it.
You could.
Or are
do,
we just saying
Ultimate
that's a
tag is a
physical
sport,
activity?
so you can't do that either.
you could do the parachute game. You can't tell me that's a sport. That's an activity.
That's not worth gym class.
That was
there is
literally
no-
the only thing I cared about.
There's
in gym
no
class.
other options.
Then you cut
you can't
gym
get on the
class.
scooter
Parachutes?
because you're racing.
Oh, that's true. Damn it! I was just about to
What
say
about
scooters.
what about when they come in and they bring in the roller skates?
sport?
It's not. You're just
because
skating
when
around
I,
the gym.
When I was doing that, it was full on roller derby. We were
Well,
crushing
maybe
each
that
other.
would-
25 years ago, that's different.
So maybe that's something that would have been outlawed.
Yeah.
It would have been like Footloose, but
Roller derby.
style.
derbies.
Folks, I think that it's finally time to bring back what we've all been missing in our lives. Creepy Craigslist.
I know I've been missing it tremendously.
This is fun.
Can I look at these now?
Yeah, you can look.
I already
Well, don't look at all of them. You only get to look at one
in
at
the
a time.
order they're in.
Yep, it's going to be a surprise as we go. Just a refresher for all of you who maybe missed that episode or don't care to listen to the rules. We're just going to read these. It's helpful if we do so in the accent that we feel is appropriate. And then at the end, we'll all go around and select the one person from the personal missed connections section of Craigslist that we would reach out to if we were in the market. Because, you know, it's lonely times in quarantine land.
Sorry, I was just reading through my first one, and
It's lonely times, and sometimes you just need a little help finding love. And we've found that there's no better place than Craigslist.
So we all have the same?
No, they're all different.
Oh,
All
okay.
different, but we all
I'm
have four,
disappointed.
right?
Can I say I'm disappointed in my first one?
Yes, and
don't
it's
know.
possible then that's maybe the one you call because that could be the most straight laced.
That's true. You're right.
I have to point out that this,
Did you do that? Did you throw some in there that might be obvious callers?
you know, it's possible.
I'm onto them now.
But then, you know, I don't think that your choice is as good as if you pick something a little bit off the wall because like nobody wants to be in like a real vanilla relationship. You got to mix it up sometimes.
Yeah, but nobody wants to start a relationship with a whack job either.
You do because sometimes
Is that what Katie thought when she met you?
I'm
still
positive.
thinks
When I
She says
posted
it every day.
when I posted that Craigslist ad, she knew exactly what she was getting into.
Still can't believe she answered it.
It's shocking. This week's Craigslist, Creepy Craigslist, you know, because you can choose where you do it. So I selected the Quad Cities in honor of our Savannah, Illinois area listeners, because I learned this weekend that there's actually more than I thought. And
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to all those Savannah, Illinois listeners.
You guys are great in your tuxedos and
Thanks for listening. The
Savannah
Canadian
the
tuxedo.
Savannah camo, looking good, looking sweaty but looking good. So I wanted to. This was the closest I could get to Savannah. Savannah doesn't really probably have their own Craigslist, but the Quad Cities is pretty close by. That's where Katie went to school, and there's probably a lot of freaks there, as I found. So Tyler, because he had a hard time reading even his first one, he can
I'm
go ahead
just so
and-
confused.
Go ahead and
What is going
start
on in
her
this?
off.
All right. So this is titled "Looking for My Lost Secret."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It starts off, "You were my secret CD," and that is spelled capital C E E, capital D E E.
Oh, CD Lamb.
Okay.
It's obvious.
No space. All you wanted was me to walk in and leave my deposit.
Yep. Oh, so CD worked at a bank.
Bank teller.
Yep.
Got it.
Where are you? Lost your number, and I miss our anonymous daytime meeting.
She went to a different branch.
Yeah,
What?
she did. She got transferred.
This is not a bank.
She was.
There are no anonymous daytime meetings at banks.
She went from teller to like more like personal loans and stuff. So she wasn't necessarily at the counter.
Oh, she was at the counter
Oh,
of a bank,
CD.
but it wasn't a regular bank. Is what I'm thinking.
Accepting deposits anonymously.
That's it. Like that's all there is.
That's a pretty good one.
Cool.
I gotta know what do they mean by CD?
Also, sorry, can you explain deposit if it's not banking?
There's a QR code there. Maybe you should run it through your phone and find out.
My QR reader's broken.
Jake,
Well,
go ahead with your very vanilla one. Apparently,
it is pretty vanilla. Mine is titled Johnson Sock in Kiwani. Says middle-age M, I'm assuming that's male
mouse,
or mouse, looking for capital F,
frog.
Friend.
female, to go on a walk in the park and see what happens from there.
Oh,
Ask me
I
over.
printed that one because I was like, these for sure abducting people.
Okay.
Yeah, that
It's
I
so
remember.
innocent.
No,
Just want. It's a public park. There's lots of people
There
around.
are not lots of
We just
people.
want to go for a
Stop.
walk.
In Kewanee, Illinois. There are not lots of people anywhere. No chance.
There's literally zero.
That person's getting abducted if they respond to that. I'd like to take you out
That's
into
an
the woods
ex-murderer.
and bury your body.
Don't worry about the toolbox I'm bringing along. It's
Oh
okay.
no, this my gloves. Well, I can't be too safe in COVID
I'm a
times.
germaphobe.
That is
I just think it sounds.
It
fully
sounds
abductive.
innocent, but
It sounds innocent.
I thought that at
zero
first,
people
and I
are
was like,
falling for that.
that person is literally just stealing human beings. This one happened in Moline, which I believe is the home of John Deere.
Ooh.
Bath and Body Works on Monday.
I love Bath and Body Works.
Because it's the home of John Deere, and I feel that for some reason, south of like Beloit, everybody in Illinois has an accent. I could tell you look cute even with your mask on. You helped me and pointed out sales for me. Thank you. Do you have a BF?
A best friend.
Yes. That's right.
Just
But not a
wondering if
best
you have
friend
a best
forever.
friend.
Just a best friend
Not a
for
BFF.
right now.
Just a BF.
Do you have a BF? Thanks for helping with the sales. You're even cute with the mask on. Is anyone cute with the mask on? Do you buy into the smile with your eyes technique?
It could be a designer mask, because like if you're wearing like a plain, mask at the doctor's office, like they're kind of boring and it doesn't spice you up. But if you have a designer mask, it might help. Maybe take you from a 6 to a 7.
What a weird time we're in that you have to compliment masks.
Yeah.
I like that mask you're wearing.
That easily bumps you up one point on my
Oh,
scale.
that one,
mask-
they're just wearing one from the doctor's office.
That
They're
mask
going
really
down.
brings out your eyes, honey.
That is what a weird place. Oh, you're gonna
my.
like my second one. I forgot about that, Tyler.
All right.
On to round 2.
This one is titled Devil's Glen Hy-Vee, Bettendorf.
Oh, I don't know where that town is, but I always hear it on the news down there.
There's somewhere.
It's down by Davenport.
Probably. Oh,
it is.
maybe in like the Quad Cities area.
Yeah.
Is that one
Must
of
be.
the Quad?
I was in Bettendorf a month ago.
What?
Carter played in a baseball tournament in Bettendorf, Iowa.
What?
Oh my gosh! Well, I
Yeah.
hope this was
Actually, I
one
think I remember you telling me that, and it didn't even register to me.
Jake, this might be about you. So
Oh, that's exciting.
okay.
I made an impression.
You
found
weren't
love.
you weren't parked that far from me. I saw you in my mirror looking my way. You were in all black
Oh, I love this.
with a Budweiser sticker on the side of your vehicle.
Nope.
Meaning they probably work. They're probably working and delivering, but that's
No, they're just a huge Dale Jr. fan back in the day.
tell me what I was on and color
Meth. Blue.
so I know it's you. You were so dang beautiful. Which tells me one other thing. This person obviously was not in their car.
Right.
They were on like a motorcycle or something because it had the mirror.
It should-
Or maybe
true.
they have like a shopping cart with mirrors. I don't know.
What if they're wearing one of those bike helmets where you can like attach the
true.
mirrors
Yep.
to it?
Some sort of. It wasn't a car. Obviously, they
Okay.
were on it. But I don't. I love that this person is at work. Like they have to be working. They are delivering beer.
What if it's just like one really tastefully placed Budweiser
It could
like
be that.
bumper sticker
No,
on
it's
the car
on
door?
the side of the
Car door.
on the car door. Who puts a bumper sticker on their
Somebody
car
that loves Bud with heavy. A real Angry Dad fan.
The other
You ever
thing,
heard of Budweisers called Angry Dads? It cracks me up.
how did he or she, whoever this is, see them in the mirror but could also see the side of the car with a sticker on it?
Oh, but they weren't that far behind.
Nah, dude. Just
right over
up-
the shoulder.
Yep. They're parked
Wait,
at an angle, so you
you're
could
telling
see
me that
their
if you
face
drive
and the
past
side
somebody-
of a car.
On the
They're
side?
Not, they're
Yeah.
not driving. There's no way they're driving.
If they were parked and they're parked at an angle, and you could look in your mirror, you could see their face and the side of their car.
Not
That's
happening.
that's easy.
Oh, that guy loves
They made this
Budweiser.
up.
I buy it.
I don't know, but you're gonna buy this one for sure.
I'm buying it.
because they're as good being sold on mine. The title of it is "Topless Maid Quad Cities."
You don't have to read it. Just give me the number.
I wonder how far they travel. Hi there, I'm a maid, but with a twist. I'm topless doing so.
Oh my.
Let me gather myself. Sorry. $350 for houses, $250 for small houses, $150 for apartments.
Time out. Where's the cutoff?
There's
When's
no
my house become small?
no square footage. I'm not sure.
You could probably
$50 per room, and I also do meal prep for a week for $60. When I'm not working, I'm at home, so I'm safe and no sicknesses at all.
Why does that matter if she's in my house?
Con-
What are you doing?
contact me for
cleaning
more
the toilet.
information. Have a great day. Pics upon request.
What to show how clean things get?
Yes,
when-
like of her
Oh,
work.
Look
Like,
at
yeah.
I just
look-
swept. I just
look
swept
at this
floor.
microwave. It's really clean.
Do you see any butter on this sucker? Nope. You see any butter on these?
Don't
suckers?
mind the
Yep.
don't mind the boobs that are right next to the open door in the
You see the
microwave.
reflection of the mirror in the bathroom. No, I just cleaned the sink.
I don't know. Those prices seem pretty reasonable.
It's very
Yeah.
reasonable.
I mean, $150 for your apartment, Ty. Like, I think that's a steal.
if anyone, honestly, if anyone's looking for a startup idea in the Walworth area, I think that might be something to explore.
If you want, maybe contact this person, get some
Yeah,
behind the scenes.
maybe some marketing ideas.
You can maybe do like
Copy their
some
business
job
plan.
shadowing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could spend a day shirtless in the Quad Cities. That sounds like a dream.
Do you think maybe that I could get that job? That sounds kind of fun, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was. I assumed it was a man. Is it? Do you not think that?
No, I thought it was a man, but I just didn't know if he'd be okay with another man shirtless
Oh, totally.
working.
Depends.
He doesn't
It
have
de-
any sicknesses.
it
It said
depends-
right there.
Depends how dirty the house is.
Well,
is it a
that's-
one-man job or a two-man
sometimes.
job?
Is
I mean, that's what it
is
comes down to.
Like, do you need 2 boobs or 4 to get this done?
Well, I can bring 2.
This one's watching the band. At the bar watching the bands, you noticed I wasn't wearing any bottoms under my sundress. I'd like to finish what we started, smiley face. Sundress. Female. I had shoulder-length dark hair. First of all, I don't ever wear bottoms under my sundress. That's a rule of mine.
That is a rule that everyone should live by.
What?
That's why sundresses are sold.
How are you
Right.
supposed to get sun if you're wearing bottoms?
Yeah.
It's silly.
That is asinine. But that happened. This little map
What do
dot
you-
shows
what do
me
you
near
think
West
they s-
Locust Street.
What do you think they started? Were they like playing chess or like maybe a crazy game of Go Fish?
I've been known to strike up conversations about the Bible, usually at concerts.
Sure.
It's particularly metal.
So they were trying to finish a Bible.
I like a
study.
bit of a Bible study. Yeah.
Sure.
That would make sense. I mean, she's in a sundress after all.
Yeah, do you think people in the Bible in sundresses wore bottoms?
Absolutely not.
Especially not in those days.
No.
No way.
No.
Bottoms optional. Sundresses required.
This one's a doozy. I've been trying to figure it out now, but I don't really know. It is Little River area, parentheses, Quad Cities, obviously. Senior adult seeking activities partner with other seniors, men or couples.
What? Backgammon.
Yeah. Shuffleboard.
That's what I'm
Shuffleboard.
thinking.
Yeah,
Maybe they're all
shuffleboards.
like
That's
pickleball.
legit, right?
Okay, yeah,
This is where it kind of threw me. I enjoy sharing my collection. You must host.
Of games.
I have a few follow-up questions.
Finally, please reply with contact info.
It's like a mailing address because
Yeah.
there's no way these people are texting. I'm impressed. Can you imagine going?
It is
all right,
grandson
picture, I was
posted
gonna
for
say,
him.
picture, you're elderly, and you're like, Carter, I need you to go on Craigslist. I haven't played cribbage in a month.
Like that's okay. That's what I'm thinking. Like they want to play cards. Like obviously they're, they're just struggling not seen
Follow
anybody.
up. What the hell are they collecting?
I enjoy sharing my collection,
Games.
but you must host
A collection of backgammon
So it can't be that
games.
big of a collection because you are taking it with you.
Maybe they have a collection of pickleball paddles.
Or they're into freaky stuff like dead bugs.
Yes, they just collect dead bugs from their house.
Or
That's
like,
because the topless maid didn't clean them all.
yeah. See, if we should get these people
This is
together.
a connection right
Yep,
here.
a business connection.
Alrighty.
That is shock. I think I have more questions than answers after that one.
This one will answer all your questions.
Terrific.
The title is "Are You My Pawn Star?"
Ooh, dig.
from Moline. You are my baby, and you don't even know it.
So it seems like maybe not then.
You make me feel like dancing every time that I see you. Your red hair is the best. Double exclamation point.
Hey.
Serious about that.
Hey, red hair
You
is a
always
thing.
give me the best deals and good loans.
What?
Email me with the type. This is the
Good
coup d'etat right here.
It's a pawn
Another
star.
banker,
a
you
pawn
know.
shop. No, it's Pawn Stars, dude.
Oh, yeah,
This is it right
House.
here. You would contact him with this line.
Yeah.
Email me with the type of truck I dance next to so I know it's you.
What is happening here?
Look, first of all, the Quad Cities are full of freaky folks.
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh.
What? But he did. She makes him feel like dancing.
Yeah, I mean, clearly.
They're definitely not from the Footloose town. Oh, maybe they are.
Could be.
That's how much he wants to dance.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to be arrested for this, but see me out here by my old GMC Jimmy, my 1985 Jimmy. All right, I'm Jimmying out here by the Jimmy, Jimmy.
But let me know what type of truck I'm dancing next to so I know it's you.
You give
He
me
doesn't
some-
want anybody else coming in.
Wait, was that your
you know,
guess to the truck?
Yeah, it's a Jimmy,
Color?
black with rust.
That's the only color.
Around, yeah, all the way
Good
around the
Jimmy
wheel
comes
wells, of course.
Yeah, and but smoking deals at that pawn shop.
Great.
man.
You give me great loans.
I stole my mom's television, and you gave me $13. So
I didn't know Big Haas came up this way.
man, do you think they filmed Pawn Stars in the Quad Cities?
Now I do.
At least one episode.
I don't remember any smoking redheads though.
I
Just
didn't really
Chumley.
pay attention. I was too busy paying attention to Chumley and anyone yelling at Chumley. Like, that was it.
Probably just a temp.
Not that much dancing either.
That guy didn't make the cut.
No. Grocery market checking out and parking lot, East Moline. This seems to be near First Avenue and 19th Street.
Oh my gosh.
Is that where yours is?
That's where my next one is.
Hot dog.
Mine's by 19th Street.
Maybe
my
our
gosh.
people are in love with each other.
Trying.
You're right behind me when we checked out of the grocery market. First of all, grocery market?
I don't even know what that is.
Is that a thing that people say in real life?
Must be in the Quad Cities.
Yeah, well, they're all wearing denim, so things get a little constricted. It cuts off blood circulation to your brain when you're wearing that much denim. And we met again and said goodbye to each other before you got into the white Subaru. Look,
Stalker.
I don't want to say it, but you know where my head goes when I start thinking about Subarus. You were two people in the car. First of all, I
Wow,
don't know
calling them big?
You were.
Hey, big girl.
Why don't you back that up? But you did the groceries by yourself. Independent. An independent big girl. I wish I asked for your number. Oh, for you number. But if you see this, I would love to hear from you.
Sounds like love at first sight.
You were two people in the car. When you took off your wig, turns out you were actually a man. This is shocking.
You were a female in the store and a dude in the car. Thus the two people.
You were two people. But only one of them did the grocery shopping, and that is what's important here at the grocery
That's
market.
the one person they want.
At the
Grocery
East
market.
at the East Moline grocery market.
Oh, man. So this is titled I Miss You.
Yeah,
I love
feel
these.
Parentheses,
that.
East Moline. Very short. Okay.
Say, sometimes it doesn't take a lot of words.
I'm mixed brown, obese, black hair. We used to mess around. I'm a girl, and you're a guy.
Good thing that's clarified.
That's it.
That's
First
it.
of all, How effective do we think it is to narrow it down by I'm an obese, mixed, dark brown hair, black hair woman?
I don't know.
And you're a man.
I've never been to the Quad Cities, so
They want to make sure that the person they're reaching out to, they're automatically assuming that person messes around. Was it messed around?
yep, they used to mess
They
around.
used to mess around with a lot of people,
But
so they want to clarify
she
which
misses them.
You remember me?
obese,
I'm the obese, mixed one.
dark-haired, brown-haired woman.
Where does the obesity start?
Again, another one of those numbers, like $350 for a house, $250 for a small house. What determines a house and a small house?
Who's to know, really?
I mean, where's the line for obesity?
Is it 350? Like a house?
Am I obese? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. This is not. They're never going to find love that way. Come on.
Just, we got to
There's
be
got
more
to be something
specific.
out there. Maybe we should contact and say, "Hey, we will help you be more specific."
Let's help you
Come
rewrite
on
this.
to the podcast.
I don't know if I'm who you're looking for, but
I know
I'm not sure
not.
I'm obese.
I know
but
I'm not because we did not used to mess around. I've never been to that area before in my life.
oh, that's the part you're not familiar with. Is he Smolene? That's what you got out of that.
Well, I get the feeling that she also hasn't traveled very far either.
Probably a
Just
safe bet.
guessing.
Is that
Could be
something about
wrong.
walking? She could take a car.
No, I don't believe she's been to this area.
She was two people in the car.
This
You
could
guys-
be that person.
It was the same area.
It is 19th Street and First Ave.
Yes, this is 19th Street and 27th
all
Street.
the same
that's
person.
all
way
coming
further
around.
away.
It's the same person, just writing a bunch of different names.
Visit Resort in Danvers, Illinois.
I'm not familiar with that
Parentheses,
town.
Moline. It's right outside of Moline.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Danvers.
gotta be
based
in
on
the
the
area.
picture here.
Well, that's. I'm a big fan of the Danvers Broncos.
Yeah,
They're
they're
pretty
pretty,
good.
solid.
Uh-huh.
Sixth and seventh grade football team.
Back when Dan Milano played for him.
So, looking for an older woman (parentheses 50 to 70) to visit.
See, now this is what I like when you're giving me
Spell it out,
parameters,
right? I
for
mean-
what you're looking
Yes.
for.
To visit the Lifestyle Resort in Danvers, Illinois.
Follow up. What is that? Like my first thought is it's an old people village, right?
Sometime this summer, contact me and let's talk.
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Let's contact one of mine. Who was it? The senior.
It was the other old
See,
person.
you put the old people together.
Old people together. See what they want to do.
We are
one
like
we're
Craigslist matchmakers.
Wow, they should start paying us
This
for
one can bring their collection.
the collection to the old people village.
Yep.
That's got to
The
be
Lifestyle Resort.
that has to be.
Hey, Google that and see what Lifestyle
searching this
Resort
up
in
right now.
Danvers, Illinois is.
It's going to be like a cult.
On your laptop so that if the search history comes up, it's not on mine.
Lifestyle village.
Nope. Lifestyle Resort
Damn it.
in Danvers. It's spelled like Denver,
Home
except
of
Danvers.
the Danvers Broncos.
The Danvers Broncos. I'm curious about this. I'm sorry, what?
Your face and that reaction.
Priceless.
It's a nudist colony, isn't it?
It is.
For
Is
old
it
people?
really?
It's a nudist for old people.
No. Well, first of all, what?
What?
That's the first thing that comes up.
That's got to be it.
Nudist Family Naturist Club in Danvers, Illinois. Alternative lifestyles. Rental apartment rooms, tent spaces, pool, not going in there ever. Hot tub, also not that. Fire pit, volleyball, bunch of old folks flopping around, and a clubhouse to kick it.
Like beach whales in the sand.
Yeah, it's a small club in central Illinois that's open to all of good moral character. That's all you got to have to get in is just some good character and no clothes.
But it doesn't say age on that, right?
There's
So
no age
anyone can go?
restriction?
And no age restriction. Anybody
Sweet.
can go, but
So they just are looking
50
for...
to 70
Yeah, they're looking for some older woman, 50
Okay.
to 70.
to play some sand volleyball with, perhaps.
I think, when we go on our what the heck camping trip, maybe we,
drive past.
we spend a
it a
night.
view.
We spend
I
a
think
night
we
at the
have to.
Lifestyle Resort.
We gotta.
We could even record a podcast on site.
That. We could maybe find this person, the original
Yeah.
poster.
Yeah, I think this might have to happen.
We're
Just
taking
just something to think about.
We're taking what the heck on a road, a nationwide road trip. Oh my God, that changes everything.
I had that feeling.
I
As,
have-
as he was reading it, I was like, this is gonna be like a nudist it's gonna be something
In the
like
middle
that.
of Illinois, that is the last thing I expected.
There was one in Burlington. I don't know if it's
Oh,
still there.
yeah.
There's one up by
I
Black
don't know
River
anything
Falls.
about it.
I drive by it all the time on my way
Yeah, I bet
up
you
north.
do, you freak.
Yeah, he's got the camera out.
Nah, the fences are way too high.
I wish that you could have recorded my face when I.
That was
It was priceless.
You're like, I don't know if I've ever seen that face on you, but also the reaction you had was just like it convinced me that that's what it was.
That was the
right there.
first result on my Google search. Whoa. Okay, well, I don't know why I'm even reading mine. Tasia at NTI Galesburg. You were working at NTI in Galesburg. I'm betting your name was Tasia. We were talking about our recent divorces. That's it. That's all they were talking about was being divorced.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, that's it? Like, there's nothing left to
Well,
read?
you know that Jolene, she done left me. Now I got the trailer all to myself. I don't know how I'm supposed to clean that. Does that count as a small house? Because I've only got
I
$250.
thought maybe you were. There's nothing left.
Literally nothing after divorces.
We were just talking about our divorces.
I met you at NTI. We were talking about being divorced folks.
So he doesn't even want contact.
No, just like, hey.
He's just putting it out for the
just so
world
you know,
to see.
I talked to this girl, and we talked about divorces.
Maybe she'll follow up and go, "Oh, we did. I want to follow up with that guy."
Maybe they'll go to the lifestyle. What is it? The lifestyle camp?
Lifestyle Resort
In
in
Danvers.
Danvers, Illinois.
Danvers, Illinois. You guys got to go there. And please bring back a T-shirt. You probably can't even buy a T-shirt
They don't
there.
have T-shirts there.
Bring back some body paint.
Maybe they got koozies or something.
That'd be good. I hope so.
I don't know
That'd
if they
be-
would cover. They don't cover themselves. Why would they cover their beers?
That'd be double duty. Yeah, I don't know. So is that it? Did we get through 4? Man, I
we
am
did.
rattled after the Danvers,
What?
Colorado deal.
That would. What is going
Holy
on?
smokes. The Quad Cities are all that I ever could have asked for.
That. I'm
right.
disappointed only because I feel like we can't go back to the Quad Cities for our next one.
I know we'll have to wait. We'll come back at some point.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We
hit that
have
up.
to. We got to follow
We
up. on
can't
these.
not. We can't not.
That was unbelievable. That was way better than Sheboygan.
Oh, there were some pretty good ones.
There
up
were good ones there
Yeah.
too with the pink boots and the pink muck boots.
So we have to
and the
pick
jean
one?
shorts.
We have to pick one of our
Yeah,
4.
but let's recap first. Do we have to? It's not one of our 4.
Just
One of
any
any
the
of
12.
them,
No, I think last time we did any. I think we should pick one of our 4.
Okay.
and then maybe we vote on the final 3.
Yep.
Got it. Tyler, give us a recap.
All right. So mine were "I Miss You," East Moline. That was my last one.
Which one was that?
That was the mixed brown obese black hair.
Okay. Yep. 10
Um,
I wish they would have led with that as the title.
That yep. Looking for my lost secret at the she was visiting the bank. Or
Yeah.
he was visiting the bank. This
How do you have any deposit slips?
The next one was the Devil's Glen High V. That's where they saw the Budweiser sticker.
Also dig that.
Yep. And then the Little River area. That was the senior adult seeking other adults
The collection.
for activities.
You
I will
got
bring the
collection.
collection.
Well,
You
you
got to
must
host.
You have to host. My partner Ethel would not be down with your collection of buttons.
So, are you picking one of those?
Oh, you want me to pick right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. What's the like? I'm picking the one I would
Yeah, you're gonna-
actually
yep.
contact.
Like
Yep,
you have to
yep.
after the show, you have to call them.
Well, I guess I'm out on the seniors one, right? Because I'm not a senior. That they wouldn't want me calling them.
Sure.
And even if I was, I
you don't
wouldn't
have
call
nearly
that one.
the collection.
Honestly, I want to meet the Devil's Glen Hy-Vee. I've got the Budweiser sticker. That's my. I'm going Budweiser sticker.
All right, here's my summary. I got Johnson Salk. This is the innocent guy that Collin thinks is just a kidnapper.
100%.
Oh, the
I
serial
think
Middle
that this
age-
happened last time when you were trying to. You were like, "Oh no, I just ran by him 3 times on the path."
Yeah,
No,
so harmless.
It's the same dude.
it's the same guy.
He just
traveled from
relocated to
Sheboygan.
Kewanee. Middle-aged male looking for female to go on a walk in the park and see what happens from there. It's just so innocent.
Zero contacts.
Not coming back with me.
Dead.
Topless maid, Quad Cities. Hi there. I'm a maid, but with a twist. I'm topless doing so.
Okay, if you, that's it, right?
You don't need to read the whole thing. We remember that one.
Okay, we remember that one.
Maybe we should go over the prices after.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
yeah,
review
so
the prices with you
I'm
guys.
into the meal prep thing a little bit.
$60 for a week? That's pretty
reasonable.
good.
Do you have to provide the food?
I don't.
I was going to ask for
Probably.
$60 for
I bet
7
you do.
days.
Probably.
I bet you have to provide the
Yeah.
food, and then you just tell her what you want, and then she cooks it topless after she cleans your house.
Probably.
Okay, we
yeah.
don't know it's a she.
He, Tyler, after Tyler,
It doesn't
cooks,
say female.
Just kidding. It's my ad, everybody.
Tyler, on the weekends he goes to the Quad Cities to try and earn a buck.
Third one is, are you my pawn star? You're my baby and you don't even know it.
Also good.
You have so many good
You
ones.
had all the
Email
good
me the
ones.
truck I danced next to so I know it's you. I mean, and the last one is to visit the resort in Danvers,
Oh,
Illinois,
the nudist.
looking
Man,
for older woman,
he has-
50 to 70.
That's a
That
gauntlet.
is a
I don't-
stacked lineup.
I really am. I'm struggling.
Jake's calling all of them. He's not a 50 to 70-year-old female.
Nope,
though.
I got to
That
cut
makes
that
sense.
out. Although
That's
I'm,
too bad.
I'm intrigued.
That'd be a good one.
We're still going there on a road
yeah.
trip.
We just won't answer the ad.
I think the topless maid is gonna take it.
Yep.
You know, very close second because Pawn Star is everybody's favorite.
Dancing.
And
by
I
the
have a truck, so they might have seen me dancing in the parking lot one day. I'm not sure.
When I see you, it makes me want to dance.
I mean,
I just picture Kevin Bacon standing by a truck dancing. Like,
that could be me.
Could be.
could be.
I have moves.
Similar.
I don't think I've ever seen you dance. I don't know. I don't know if I can agree
We
with
could
that.
do that at the first annual What the Heck Barn Dance.
Yes.
Is that along with the bags, cornhole
Yeah,
tournament?
it might as well be. Just let us know
Yeah.
if somebody has a barn we can borrow. That, I think, is step one.
Okay.
I had Bath and Body Works, where you were cute with a mask. Do you have a boyfriend or a best friend?
A BF.
just a BF.
Just a BF.
Big Ford.
Could be.
Yeah, we don't
They
know.
want to dance next to it.
Watching the band with the pantyless sundress.
No bottoms under the
Bottomless
sundress.
Oh, yeah. She means snow pants.
Which could mean
Could've been.
jeggings for that matter. We don't know.
The grocery market is stupid. I'm never calling this person because I don't know what a grocery market is.
This, I picture like an 80-year-old woman writing that.
It sure could be.
Not that
Well,
there's anything wrong
if she
with
was 70, my guy would take her to the lifestyle
bet
resort.
Maybe
Fast.
maybe
They
she
can
looks
have a
good.
lifestyle.
Maybe she looks good. You
And
don't
the
know.
other one was
Could lie about it.
Tasia, the divorced girl, at NTI. I'd like to first know what NTI is. If anybody
Yeah.
knows what kind of place that is.
Should we? I'll look it up. What
Look
is
that
it?
up. NTI Galesburg.
Got it.
Well, much like Jake's ordeal, I think I have to go watch the band.
I think so.
That seems like the one you gotta. Although, I get leery.
Oh,
Oh.
not what I thought. It is a cannabis store.
Oh.
See, I don't roll that way. But divorced people do, I
It's
guess.
Apparently.
Hold on.
Maybe they're
Oh,
divorced because of the cannabis.
It's Nature's Treatment of Illinois. That okay.
Oh, yeah. Well, so anyway,
It was just recently completed too, like February 28th, 2020. New Year's completion.
do you
So-
think that Tassi has been divorced since then, or was it like a longer
I don't know.
term?
Should I like go to their website? Maybe we can find out who this
Yeah, see if
is.
Tassia works there, or maybe call him. Is Tassia on shift
Oh,
tonight?
Am I at least 21? Yes, I'm at least 21.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going with the sundress, but I'm nervous because anyone looking for love on Craigslist, other than me, I'm normal and I did it. I did it the hard way.
And it worked. It happens.
It's because I'm a wizard with words. I talked about dancing by trucks. I made some jokes about, can you be my pawn star?
So now we've got 3 finalists, and now we take a vote.
Yeah, I think so.
So we've
Didn't-
got.
I think on the last one we took all 3 and they're going to be added.
Oh, we
together
did.
in
We're gonna
in
do
big
a-
old bracket, right?
We'll do that. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll take all 3, but I think that also we should agree on one.
Just one winner for
well,
today.
Well, one not to go in the bracket of people we would call, but the most absurd listing that we read,
Doesn't have to be one of the 3 that was chosen.
like your favorite. If it's not the one that we chose, for me, it's for sure the obese woman.
Oh no, I'm going. I'm
cracks
going
me
with
up.
the nudist Connolini.
Oh, that's
The old guy?
Okay, yeah, no.
I had
You're
so
right.
many good
He
ones.
had
You're right.
all
Because
Those
I
are
was
good ones.
I was totally going with the the Pawn Star.
Oh, that's another.
Like the
good
opening
one.
line, just "You are my baby, and you don't even know it
Yeah,
yet."
freaks me out.
Like,
But
you're in.
I think I got to go with Tyler here, and
Yeah, I'm going nudist colony.
the
all day.
nudist colony.
50 to 70 years old.
The old person.
The
nudist.
shock on my face when I discovered
That's what made it.
that's what we were talking
That
about.
was priceless, without a doubt.
Oh my lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, Creepy Craigslist tonight was everything I could have ever dreamed of, and I'd like to thank all you Illinoisans, you Quad Cityans, for your Canadian tuxedo wearing mischief.
You just keep doing you down there.
Just keep doing it. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. I think I'll continue to live here, but I appreciate all that you do.
I definitely am going to come visit. I got to check out this maid.
You maybe
It's
look
you.
up.
He sounds like a
contact-
cool dude.
He
Contact a few references.
I think I'd like to hang out with him. Maybe clean up some houses, prep some food. Well, I think that episode 11 was a good launch into onto our quest towards episode 20. That's the next big milestone in my head. I think we're really cruising right along. It's hard to believe that we're already almost at episode 12.
That's 3 months.
3 months of this
I don't
business.
feel like it's been going that long.
Time flies when you're having fun or when you take every other week
Mind-blowing.
off.
I've only missed 2. Thank you very much.
Man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate all of you sticking this one out. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as we did. This may be one of my favorites so far.
Feel free to email us if you have a favorite of the Creepy Craigslist. I'd love to hear.
I want to hear about your Creepy Craigslist.
Comment on our Facebook
I
page.
wanna
What's your
hear-
favorite Creepy Craigslist?
I want to hear Creepy Craigslist. I want to hear your Florida men.
If you're out there and you find one, send us the link. We'll take a look at
Totally. It'll be added to our next Creepy Craigslist segment.
Beyond that, we're out of treats, folks. I think that it's time. Listen, we've had our fun, and now it's time to get serious.
Sponsors.
There are no more treats in the studio.
it.
No.
We're kind of getting hangry.
The fuel that keeps this train chugging.
They can be home baked goods. They can be store bought treats.
As long as they're
They
not
can be off-brand.
probably
treats.
Yeah.
no home-baked goods after you visited NTI Galesburg.
Yeah. Or any of these people. If you contact them, you're just
I'm
pick
okay
something
with.
up from the gas
I'm
station.
okay with great value stuff. Like it doesn't have
Unless-
to be name brand.
If it's the
Zebra
the
cakes.
male topless maid, if he's making it, then I'm in.
Yeah, Jerry. I like to imagine his name's Jerry.
Yeah, with a G or a J.
Oh, no, because that's kind of, is it a woman? Is it a man?
I feel like Jerry with a G would have to end in an I to be a woman.
I disagree. I think as soon as there's a G up in that puppy, all bets are off.
I would have to go with Tyler. If it's
I know-
Gerry, that
You
could be
find
a,
me one.
that could be a woman.
Come on. It is a woman.
I know,
Or
that's
a
what I'm
man.
saying.
It
I
could be a
know-
man, too.
I know
No,
a woman
no,
who
no.
has
Jerry
Jerry
might
with
be
a
short
J.
for Gerald.
Geraldine.
My
and
grandpa's
Gerald.
name is Gerald.
There you go.
He goes by Jerry with a J.
Exactly. Like
But I
any
know-
reasonable Jerry would.
I know a woman whose name is Jerry with a J.
Boom.
Well, she's doing it backwards.
I know a
Jerry
woman
with
whose
a J?
name is
I don't
Jerry
know if
with a
she
J
chose.
too, and I know a woman who's Jerry with a G. So I know them both.
This is shocking, the things that are happening here. But see what happens? Things get all just nonsensical when there's no snacks.
Discombobulated is a great word.
But you know where to find us. You can leave things between my doors. You can send it in the mail.
You can drop it off
Drop it
at
off to anyone of our
anybody's
free-
house.
Yeah.
Throw it in the yard, out the window. You don't even have to stop.
You can just jump on the good old Amazon and ship her away.
You
Just
all
let
should-
us know it's there so we
Yeah,
don't
give us some
leave
heads
it.
up so it doesn't get left or the dog finds it or something like that. Or we really would just love to hear from you. That's much more free than sponsoring the show, is just participating. I have to say there was a lot of interaction this week that I enjoyed on our
I
on
did
our
too.
poll.
I
There's
love
some
reading
great
some of
comments.
the explanations.
Great
It was
comments.
good. So we appreciate you. Keep it up. Keep sticking with us because we're bound to do something funny at some point. You just kind of have to wade through all the other stuff to get there. But it's worth it. So for Jake Reese and Tyler Heck, I'm Collin Frederick saying let's get the heck out of here and on our way to the Quad Cities to meet up with some freaks.